Hi, my name is Abraham Walker with Ask A Walker. This is another Mortgage Minute with
Jake Middel from Springbank Mortgage.
On today's video, we're going to cover the 11 documents you, Brian, need to start the home buying process. Brian, thanks for watching this video. This video will cover the 11 documents you need to start the home buying process on the lending side of the process. So, Jake, what's the first document?
2 years federal tax returns, all pages and schedules.
Okay.
And it's very important that they sign the bottom of that document as well.
Okay, so they sign the bottom of the document, and who should sign and who should provide you with the document?
All borrowers involved in the transaction.
Okay. What's the second document needed?
2 years W-2s, 1099s, or K-1s.
Okay, and this again for all borrowers, co-borrowers?
Yes, anybody financially responsible for the loan.
Okay. What's the third document?
60 days bank statements, all pages.
All pages. So even the blank pages?
So even the blank pages. If the document says 1 of 10 and page 10 is blank, we still need that document.
That's commonly overlooked. What's the fourth document needed?
Any other assets. 60 days documenting liquid assets such as stocks, investments, 401ks, TSP accounts, IRAs, and stock options.
Okay, and I'd imagine somebody can use funds out of these accounts to purchase the property?
Absolutely. We just need to document the source of that money. So, for example, if they put a sale in on their 401k, we have to document the transfer of those funds to their checking or savings account.
Perfect, perfect. What's the fifth step, or fifth document?
30 days pay stubs. This document will source bonuses and commission if that applies to the borrower.
Okay, and what's the sixth document needed?
Who to contact at the Human Resource Department. We need to be able to verify employment. And also, some companies use a third party, and if that's the case, they just need to provide us that third party information.
Okay, I'd imagine that's for like larger companies or people that work at larger companies.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, and what's the seventh document?
2 photo IDs, a federal driver's license, a passport, or a federal employee ID as military or just a normal federal employee ID.
Cool. And what about the eighth document?
Document number 8 is gift down payment. So it's important that if somebody is getting a gift for a down payment, that we document that gift. We have to be able to source the funds from that gift.
Okay, and a gift, that's when somebody donates or gives this person the borrower?
So it is a gift. There's no obligation to pay it back. And typically it comes from a family member.
Okay.
And we just have to source that.
And when you say source that, what does that mean?
Typically what happens is the donor or the giftee would provide us a bank statement showing that they do have those assets. And then that they would make the transfer, and then the borrower would show us receiving those assets. So that is direct source of that money.
Perfect, perfect. And what's the ninth document?
Document number 9 is a signed Social Security card. The reason why we ask for a Social Security card is to validate the Social Security number on the application.
Gotcha. Okay. And the 10th document?
A copy of an earnest money deposit check.
Okay. And so what an earnest money deposit check is this is the check that accompanies the contract. After you view properties with us, Brian, and also after we successfully negotiate a contract, an earnest money deposit is actually attached to the contract to show the seller your good faith towards closing on the deal.
Absolutely, and we'll have to just source those funds. So you'll provide us with the contract, the ratified contract, a copy of that check, and also we'll receive a bank statement. Once that check is cashed, we'll just need to show it on the bank statement as being taken out of the account.
Okay, and what's the final document?
The final document is a mortgage statement. For the individual that currently owns a home and is buying a second home, we need to be able to document any taxes, insurance, and also the mortgage payment associated with that current mortgage.
Okay, so this is more or less for somebody that's buying a property that already owns the property.
Yeah, typically in this situation, they're going to keep it as a rental, and they're upgrading and buying another home.
Okay, so this isn't for the individual that's buying a property and selling their current home.
We would need, actually, in that case, is their closing statement showing that they settled on that transaction.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And Jake, is there any other documents you need for the process?
As always, these 11 documents are a great starting point, but the underwriter could always ask for more information once we get into the process.
Okay, perfect. Well, Jake, that was it, right?
That's it. 11 documents needed.
That's it, man. Wow, it doesn't take much to start the home buying process. Well, Brian, thanks so much for watching this video on the 11 docs needed to start the home buying process. My name is Abraham Walker with Ask A Walker. You can reach me at abraham@askawalker.com.
And I'm Jake Middel with Springbank Mortgage. Feel free to email me at jake@springbankmortgage.com, and happy house hunting.
Have a good day.